The beginning. Once have copies of police reports, transcripts of interviews, photos of evidence, all gotten through official sources.
How did you manage this?
I have my own little network of people.
Oh, I don't believe this, and I don't like it.
Why? Don't you like it?
It's too risky, Cece. Now, I know how frustrated you are. But work with Cruz. Don't work against him. You'll only be getting in the way, and you might spoil something for the police.
How would I be doing that?
I don't know. Maybe you'll cause them to miss something. You know how good Cruz is at this sort of thing. I mean, if there's anything to be done to catch this person, he'll be doing it.
Maybe. But he has not done it. And maybe his emotions are getting in the way, but my daughters are suffering for it.
But they're not suffering for any mistake the Cruz has made, are they? See, there you go. I mean, this is it. This is what you do all the time.
What do I do all the time?
You take things in your own hands. You act for everybody else. Haven't you learned by now what happens? Everyone has to pay, and it's usually the people that you're trying to help most.
I may have made a mistake or two in the past. I was hoping you'd support me in this.
What do you want me to do?
Half of what we're supposed to do. I want us to conduct an investigation, our investigation.
I may not be able to talk you out of this, but I am not going to say one thing that will remotely suggest that I'm behind you. Because I'm not.
Drag us down here and keep us standing around like this.
It hasn't been that long, Daddy. Please don't make a fuss.
No, sweetheart, this is where the whole investigation was handled from the beginning. I mean, Cruz is supposed to be, where the hell is he?
He might be tied up with something important.
I hope the hell it's important. You happen to know, or have you seen Inspector Castillo?
Not for a while. Can I help you?
Yes, you might be able to help us. I'm C.C. Capo, and my family and I are supposed to have had a meeting with Lieutenant Boswell about 15 minutes ago, and no one has had the courtesy to tell us why we are being kept waiting.
I'm sorry, Mr. Capo, but there's been several emergencies today, and everybody's running a bit behind.
Oh, really? I see. Well, we seem to have had an emergency ourselves, like my daughter has, namely attempted rape. And I don't think standing around here is going to help her recover. So why don't you tell Lieutenant Boswell we are leaving, he can reach us at home, all right?
Officer, would you be kind enough to please ask Lieutenant Boswell when we might see him? We'll be waiting here. Thank you.
Sure, Mrs. Capo.
Thank you very much.
She's right, Daddy. As long as we're here, let's please just try and go through with it.
Let me tell you something. If I ran my companies the way they run their business, I'd be out of business. You have to learn how to function and make commitments.
Daddy, Julia will be here in a minute. What'd you
Mrs. Conrad?
do? Yeah.
Very sorry to have kept you waiting. All of you.
Oh, no. It's just another instance the way this case has been handled right from the beginning.
Daddy, come on.
No, I am not going to allow this to continue. I want to see your superior officer.
I answer directly to Inspector Castillo.
Then get Cruz down here now. Yes?
Forgiving Mr. C, it was my intention to be here when the family came in so things would go as smoothly as possible.
It has been anything but smooth, Cruz.
Daddy, this could really help. There was another message that was left on our door a few hours ago.
Like what?
It was a drawing of an eye. It was captioned, "I'm watching you."
Oh, no.
We're trying to learn something from it.
Oh, my God. How long is this going to go on? This man comes and goes at will, and nobody has found a way to stop.
Daddy, the department is doing everything that they can. You don't understand how difficult this is. There's no logic behind this. There's no clear motive.
Honey, your dad's feeling helpless. That's all, like we all are. I'm sure he realizes that everything is being done that can be done.
Look, I am not trying to upset you, sweetheart. I can't pretend anymore. I mean, something is radically wrong where there's not been one significant lead, not one breakthrough this whole time.
Daddy, I think you're being a little unfair.
No, I think he's absolutely right. Something is radically wrong. This man has been a step ahead of us at every turn. I mean, I don't know what to tell you except that I promise we will catch him eventually. Hopefully soon.
Honey, hi. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Hi. How'd it go?
All right, I guess.
She was fine, and her statement may prove very helpful.
Mr. Capwell, Mrs. Capwell, if you're ready.
All right, thank you.
You're ready for a long time.
Thanks. Now, I hope you're not not still planning on doing your own investigation?
Nothing I heard or said at the station house is going to change my mind.
And nothing I say will have any effect.
Except if you decide to help me.
I made it very clear how I felt about this morning, Cece, and nothing I have heard or listened to had any effect either.
Can I show you something I've come across, please? Look at this. That may mean something. It may mean nothing. This is a map of Santa Barbara. These little dots are where the attacks occurred. You attach all the dots into a line, it becomes sort of a crescent shape. You see what I'm talking about?
The whole city is in the shape of a crescent.
I realize that, but it may be a pattern forming.
Would you please put this map away? I'm not even going to encourage you by having this discussion.
Your attitude is incomprehensible to me. Are you going to discount any idea except what comes from the police and crews? Is that it?
I am convinced that if you meddle in this investigation, you are going to do more harm than good. Your only job is to protect Kelly and make sure that she's here and she's safe.
She is only part of my job.
Well, it's the only part that I am interested in. I've got to go. You know, I know that you love our girls very much, but you are not Superman. And I think you'd better quit acting like you are.
If he really is following a pattern, I should know where his next attack is going to be.
According to Ted, Mr. C is throwing this party because he thinks somehow we'll be able to catch this man we've been looking for. I want to go on record as saying I think it's an insane idea.
Mama, did you know about this?
Yes, but you have to understand your father. He is determined to do anything he can to catch this person, even if he has to do it himself before he hurts anybody else.
And what does he think the police have been trying to do?
I understand how you feel, and I have been trying to talk him out of it, but it doesn't do any good. Let me ask you this. Do you think that the rapist would show up at a party?
I think it's a possibility.
Well, the police can't throw a party like this, so maybe it's not a bad idea.
So we're going to catch this guy in a group of people with masks on. I mean, I don't see how, frankly.
Mama, I can't go to this party.
Well, your father intends to have security guards watching you, watching Eden all the time.
Kelly, I really think you and I should go. We have to.
No, you don't have to go.
Eden, how can you go to a party with a bunch of men in masks, not knowing if one of them is the man who...
Look, I don't think that we can let him dictate our lives. You know what he did to me. He has come into our home when we weren't there. He put cameras around. I'm not going to surrender my life to him. I don't know about you. But I am going to this party. And I am even going to have a good time if you choose to come with me.
Because I think Cece would appreciate if you assigned the police to go to this party as well as the security guards.
So are you going to go, Kelly?
Yes. I think Eden's right. I wasn't raped, but I was attacked by the guy. Everybody knows it. And I don't want everybody thinking I was frightened into a shell.
Well, I strongly suggest that you confine yourself to the body of the party. You don't go wandering off into the
I
night.
will, I promise.
Well, I guess I'm going to give in on this against my better judgment. I want you to swear to me that you will not leave my side.
I won't.
Sophia, you make a ravishing Martha Washington.
Oh, my. Praise from Caesar.
And Kelly, what a great costume. You're going to win the prize.
Oh, I don't think so, but you look wonderful.
I think a lot of people came as historic figures, but in a nursery rhyme, that's just a great idea.
Cleo, they're playing our song.
Would you excuse me?
Sweetheart. Security is airtight.
Good.
Look, how are you and Kelly holding up? You all right?
I think it's pretty frightening to have all these people around here with their masks on and not knowing who's here.
I know.
Little Bo Peep, huh? That's a laugh. How about Black Widow, huh? You draw the man in, you devour him, then move on to your next victim. Day of reckoning's coming for you, lady.
What the hell are you doing here?
I didn't know it was a closed party, sis.
It's a closed party to low-life scum like you. Get him out of here.
Easy. Just let go of me, all right?
I just want to check.
You're a hard man to find when you want to get lost.
Waiter.
No, it's all right. I don't want it.
You seen that?
Is there anything in here concrete about the man who was responsible?
I know who my family thinks is responsible.
Everyone was very upset last night. We all said a lot of things we didn't mean to say.
Which may have been true, nonetheless. I'm not saying they aren't.
A lot of people didn't think it was a good idea for you to have that party. It doesn't mean they think you were responsible.
That had been one of my daughters. I know what I'd think.